Hey folks, see Rachana Ranade here, and I welcome you all to a very important live stream. After a long time, I think I'm going to discuss about the Nifty levels. I guess last 2 or 3 Saturdays we have been talking more about specific type of news. So I remember last Thursday we did a stream specifically focusing on what actually went wrong with Zomato. We did discuss about the Zomato Blinkit deal in detail and got a very positive response from all those who are watching the stream. In fact, many people also requested for such meltdown series of few more stocks. And just so that you know, I have already done one more video on RBL. I will ensure that I'm putting the link of that video in the pinned comment so that those who were discussing in that specific video stream that the idea of analyzing meltdowns as a series that was liked by many. So the first analyzing meltdown episode on on Zomato we did as a live stream on Thursday. The second video that I did on analyzing meltdown was about RBL, and that was released last Saturday, I guess. And the third request that I received from almost 80% of the live viewers in the previous stream, that was on Paytm. What's wrong with Paytm? So I thought that yes, I should also do a specific video on what's wrong with Paytm, and I promise that that video will be released in maximum 1 week or two. We are studying about the meltdown because it takes a lot of time to pull out all the reports. Especially we try to club up that information which is very authentic, which is there in the public domain. That is where I feel even you as a viewer feel more comfortable consuming the content, right? So it takes a lot of time to pull out the data, present it in a simplified manner. So please allow us maximum a week or two, and I promise that I will be coming up with a video on Paytm as well, right? With that said and done, I think today, after a long time, we'll be focusing on Nifty key levels. What do I feel? What has gone good for Nifty? Where do I see it coming in the coming few days/weeks? Everything in detail is what we are going to discuss right now, and that is the reason why. Let me just share my screen right away with you all. All right, done. So here we are with the Nifty stream. So I, like always, I have so many markings on my Nifty chart. आज ही मेरे one of my team members was saying that Nifty भी शर्माता होगा आपके levels देख के कि हे भगवान अभी इसके बाद ये hurdle pass करना है, इसके बाद ये hurdle pass करना है, right? So yeah, I mean that's how I am. I just keep on looking at the charts, love to analyze them, and that's how as a student of this market, I feel that okay, maybe I'm getting to learn something new day by day, right? So if you see today what happened, what has been happening in the last few days. So this is, we are talking about 17th of July, barely 2 to 3 weeks ago, and from this low level of almost 15,170 something, from this we have already gone up to this level, which is almost a 6% rise in 3 weeks. And that's almost from this level of 15,190 to 16,132. This is almost 1,000 points jump already, which has happened in the last 3 weeks. The big $1 million question is that abhi to party shuru hui hai? Question mark. Is this the beginning of a big rally, or have we already covered a lot of ground from the bottom? We have already covered 1,000 points from the bottom. Should we be consolidating here? Should we be seeing a correction from here? Not a correction as such. Should we be seeing some sort of reversal from here or not? Is what we have to now try and analyze, right? So first of all, let's start with MACD. I recently did a video on MACD. I guess it was released day before yesterday. And in that, I've explained in absolute detail as to what is this MACD line or the blue line, what is this orange line, that is a signal line. How is this line formed? I mean, mathematically also you have to understand that what is the meaning of this? How is this one dot formed on MACD line? If I'm saying that blue line is above MACD line, what does this actually mean? I've explained each and every point in detail. So if you want also, I'll also ensure that I pin that in the pinned comment after this, after this live stream is over. Now you can also see that blue line crossing the orange line, blue line crossing the signal line is a sign of strength. Okay, and that's one positive point. And here you can also see that the histograms are continuously rising in green and also rising. So it means that overall it is indicating strength. And if you see from here, that is from 24th of June, from this day also, 15,600, say 16,132, almost a 600-700 point journey after it did an MACD crossover, right? Now this is about MACD. What about any specific pattern? Is there any specific pattern visible? So for that, what I would want you all to do is that just have a look at this. This is somewhere around 15,881. This is also somewhere around 15,900. Again, 15,918, right? So this is a typical case where 1, 2, and 3, all these are close to each other, similar to each other, but the bottoms, if you observe carefully, this is 15,184, then the lower point is 15,191, then going to 15,367, then going to 15,511. So what is happening? The highs are more or less similar, but the lows are going higher and higher. And this is a typical type of triangle. If you can tell me in the comment section, which type of triangle is this, I would want you all to tell me. So how do you draw this? So I've just selected a triangle from this specific point, the brush wala, the geometric shapes wala point. So what I do is that I just click here, then I click to the lowermost point, and then this, because this is where the triangle is almost formed, right? So if you see here, see, I understand that. I'll just zoom in for your understanding. So if you can see here, I've touched the wick here. This is almost the body of the candle which is being touched, and this is a little bit above that. Okay, we can't always have exact geometrical shapes. Kya ho gaya isme geometrical? It can't have exact geometrical shapes, and it'll be a little bit plus or minus, right? But then, like you saw yesterday, this has been a very good break. I mean, I can't say like this is like a breakout candle or something like that, but yes, definitely I can say that it has convincingly given a close above this specific point of 15,900 level, right? Now today what happened was that not only was it able to sustain above this triangle, it also gave us a good gap up. Okay, so all these points are indicating nice strength in the overall scenario of Nifty. Let me see if I've gotten any comments till then. Any sort of ascending triangle, very good. That is also called as an ascending triangle, or by the way, it is also called as a rising wedge. Very good. So rising wedge, a correct answer has been given by Aditya, and ascending triangle by Rohan. Fantastic. So both these words, okay, rising wedges, ascending triangle, more or less similar, minor differences here and there, just forget it right now. What is the thing to be understood? There are higher lows which are being formed, and highs are almost similar, right? So if that is broken, then again it's a bullish kind of a scenario, right? So good point overall for the Nifty. Moving ahead, we are done with MACD. We are done with one type of triangle, which is nothing but the ascending triangle. Anything else for the technical parameters? For that, let's have a look at the RSI. For those who have done my technical analysis course, I've already told this many times in my course that I see that 60 is the level. If it goes above 60 convincingly, is able to stay there, then there's a great chance that yes, RSI is in full strength, and this strength can take it higher and higher. Okay, possible. Now let's have a look at, so right now what has happened from the lows of 28, RSI is almost at 56, so it's going pretty strong, no doubt about that. But let's have a look at the overall RSI picture. So what I've done is I've already highlighted the highs for you so that I don't take a lot of time during the live stream. Here you can see RSI was at 85, right? The lower high was at 77. Keep this in your mind, okay? High of RSI, recent past, I'm talking about September 2021, say, okay, almost 9 to 10 months data. RSI was at 81.78. This RSI on 18th October, roughly 77. Again, a lower high, 17th January at 70. Again, a lower high, 4th of April at 68. Again, a lower high at on 30th May at 52.45. So basically, I hope you can understand that there is a continuous trend of lower highs, lower highs, lower high, and lower high. What about the lows? Were they lower lows, lower lows, lower lows, or lows are more or less similar? So if we can see here, if you're checking here from here, it went to this low, agreed. Then to this low, so two back-to-back lower lows, agreed. One and two. But since then, I can say that lows have been more or less similar, no dramatic lows as such. Acha, by the way, this is also called as a double bottom formation, which has happened in the recent past. Okay. And from there, the first early sign, what I can see is that the earlier high of RSI has already been taken out, right? So now this is an early sign that I'm getting that the previous high at least has been broken. Now, does that show momentum? Ideally, yes. If it is crossing above 60 also, I'll be much, much more convinced. So that is what RSI is saying that, okay, right now I do see some strength in RSI as well, right? Now, let's understand about the overall level, especially with in consideration to pivot points. So where do I see support? Where do I see resistance based on pivot points? So for that, let me take you to the weekly candle right now. Okay. So if we see here the weekly candle, we always check from. So right now, just so that you get a bigger view of this, I'm just closing RSI, MACD, everything so that you get a bigger view, right? This is the lows everyone knows are March 2020 lows. From here, see, this will show you a bigger trend. So what are we going to understand? A bigger picture, a medium time frame, and a comparatively lower time frame is what we are going to understand, right? So let me also just delete this triangle that we do right now, ascending triangle, right? So first we'll talk about the longer time frame. Where are we? Are we at some support? Are we at some resistance? Let's just check this. So based on COVID lows, from here we saw the journey till here, right? Okay, so 18,000 plus mark, 18,400, 600, whatever. And I'm just extending this line so that I get, all right, I get the bigger picture. Now, if you see here, everyone, from the low point of almost 7,480, the COVID low, we have seen an intra-week high of 18,604, right? So it has gone up, and ideally it could it did retrace to lower levels, but then please understand this, the 23.6 level is at 16,000, 15,997. So let's just zoom into this picture, 15,997. Okay, this red line. Okay, we did break this once and twice almost, but we have sharply gone back, and we have already gone above this 16,000 line. It'll be very interesting to see where does Nifty close tomorrow, because tomorrow this candle will be closing, right? It's a weekly candle. So tomorrow, if it is closing above this, then this is the second time that I will be getting a closing above this long-term support of 16,000, right? Because why am I saying this is a long-term support? I'm taking the level from COVID lows, and at 23.6, then it will have a solid support for this. So I'll be happy to see the markets if they close tomorrow above this mark of 15,997, but the emotional support of 16,000. If it closes above that, I'll be really happy. That would definitely tell us that yes, 16,000 can definitely turn out to be a medium term support, at least we can say based on this. But this is ideally, I'm saying, from a medium to long term perspective based on COVID levels, right? Now let us go to a small to medium term. Chalo. So one more time. First we talked about a small, we talked about a medium to long term. Okay, COVID lows to today's scenario. Now we'll talk about the short to medium term, right? So from where, from this level again, now we are going to retrace it downwards. From this high, we saw that Nifty has been going down and down and down. So from this level, Nifty went down to this level, right? So this was again almost 18,600 plus, and the lows that we tested here were almost the lows of 15,191. Now if you see here, again the level comes up to 16,008. This is the 23.6% level again. So I hope you're understanding my point. Whenever we are going in an uptrend, we do see some sort of retracement. So whenever we are checking the uptrend, we have to join the dots from low, from the bottom to the top, to check how much it can retrace downwards. That was also coming to somewhere around 16,000. Right now I am taking this level, the topmost level, from here to the bottommost point, and I'm trying to see how much upward as a retracement can I see? And here also the level is coming to 15,997, 998. Again, emotional support above 16,000, and again it has gone above this level as well. But again, it will be really interesting to see if it closes above this level tomorrow. If it does, again, I will be definitely very, very happy, right? So this is about the comparatively short to medium term. Now, if I talk about a comparatively shorter frame, so again, just have a look here. So now I have come back to daily candle, because if I'm talking about a comparatively shorter frame, then I have to talk about the daily candle, right? So from here, it has, or maybe, see, daily candle is again pretty difficult, because from here, even if I were to retrace it, so from this level to this is the high point that we have seen, that it has seen a high point here. Then if it does fall back to what level, then in that case, again, I see that 15,900 is still a support, and below that as well, I can see 15,750 ke aaspas, 786 ke aaspas. Again, I see a pretty strong support. So all in all, if I were to just sum up the entire discussion of whatever I said till now, I believe that the whole point is that in the short to medium term time frame, I feel that somewhere around that tomorrow Nifty closing above 16,000 is a very, very crucial thing. If it is able to close above 16,000 tomorrow, that will definitely give us much, much more confidence. But then tomorrow, even if it closes below 16,000, I believe that 15,750, the point that I showed you right now, can still act as a pretty decent support. So this is about the technical analysis. What about any previous data? Is there any? So right now, everyone knows we are in the July series. If we were to do some interesting fun analysis, how has July series performed in the past, right? So what me and my team did, we tried to analyze past data, and not only past 1 year data, 2 years data. This is a compilation of data from 2003. Okay, from 2003, I'm just zooming in again. From 2003 to 2021, right? So here you can see Nifty returns, including the abnormal years. Which abnormal years? 2008 and 2020, obviously. Including abnormal years, even if I say 14 out of 19 times Nifty has given positive returns in July. Interesting. Okay, out of last 19 years, the July series has ended in green. 14 out of 19 have ended in green. And if I'm ignoring the abnormal year, so if you see here, after 19, you can directly see 21. So I've skipped up 20. And from 7, you can see directly 9. I've skipped 2008, right? Even if I exclude abnormal years, still 12 out of 17 times Nifty has given positive returns in the series of July, right? Now, discussing about the average returns, average return is, if I talk about average from 2003 to 2021, still 2.8%, 2.35%. So इनका भी अगर मैं average लेती हूँ 2.3 and 2.8, somewhere around 2.5, let us say 2.5, 2.6, then what could be the scenario? So if you see here, I'm going back to the July opening. July opening will be this. Okay, or closing also I can take actually. June closing was at 15,780. Okay, chalo. So 15,780 was the closing of June. Okay, into 2.05 if I take. Okay, चलो एक काम करते हैं 15,780, right? अरे यार 2.5 करेंगे, 2.5 divided by 100. So here we can see that roughly 394 or 400 points if I were to round off. So it was 15,750. So just for simplicity of calculation, I'm doing this. So still we come to a level. So I hope you understood this. I have calculated roughly around 2.5% of what? Of the June closing, right? So this will give us a gap of it will go up by 400 points roughly. Acha, why am I saying will go up by 400 points roughly? Here you can see that we are talking about how many times it has given a positive return, right? Positive return is from the low till the high. What was the journey from the open till the close? What was the journey? So this is almost 2.35, 2.88. I've taken roughly 2.5. It will be a 400 points jump. This comes to 16,144. Now comes the important question: where are we right now? Where are we right now? We are already at 16,132, and our calculation is already 16,144. So if I am talking about an average to 2.5%, we are already done for the month of July. Now I'm talking about the other side of the story. Till now we are talking about everything rosy, everything amazing, wow, fantastic, RSI, MACD, ascending triangle. We talked about Fibonacci levels, everything in our favor. But then if I talk about the past data, historic data, July on an average has gone up by 2.3, 2.5, 2.8%. In that case, we are already done in the first 7 months itself, right? So could we see some sort of resistance here? Possible, maybe. There is a possibility. Now, if you see here, this is a big gap down, and gap down of how much? Let's try and analyze this. From here to here, this is almost a 300 points gap down, almost 320 points gap down. Typically, those who have uh, checked out the gap filling theory, this ideally should act as a good resistance, big resistance, and this is coming to 16,200 level. I feel this is a very crucial level, 16,200 level. If we are able to close above this, if we are able to sustain above this, then 16,500 possible, but will be a tough task. I don't see it just zooming up like this. Even if I check the last data point for today's stream, NSE option chain. So I'm just taking you to the option chain analysis right away. And in that, we are going to check the data, obviously, for the next week. So if I were to just scroll down, here you can see that 60. So let me first talk about the support. We did say that 15,900, 15,750 both look as good support as per Fibonacci levels, right? What does this show? This shows that at 15,900 level, we have the highest open interest. 15,900 highest open interest is what we can see, right? So can act as a very good support at this level as well, right? Then followed by 16,000. Also, we have almost 50,000 open interest. That's also a pretty good one. So 16,000, 15,900 both look to be decent enough support. But at the upper end here, again, you can see highest open interest, 55,000, and that too at 16,200. And in spite of the market moving higher right now, you can see that none of these have closed their positions, be it the 16,000 calls, be it 16,100. None of them have closed. In fact, more and more OI is being added here. So this shows us that somewhere right now the momentum can be a bit questionable. So do you see that? Do I see Nifty just zooming up from here? I doubt a little bit. Nifty ideally should take a little bit time to settle down in this range. It has already crossed the emotional support of 16,000. If Nifty is able to sustain above this level of 16,000 for a few days, 3, 4, 5, 6 days trading sessions, I can say, and if it is also able to clear that 16,200 mark, then I feel there again an upside of 16,500 to 16,500 can be reached. But then, as of now, tomorrow's closing is very important. Number one. Number two, on a lower end, I think that 15,900, 15,750 can definitely act as a very good support, right? Now, on the flip side, macroeconomic data, a lot of macroeconomic data obviously is coming up. It's about the inflation rates. It is about the interest rate hikes. It is about the possibility of recession. Many points are still as a big question mark. We will quickly talk about them as well. But before that, as usual, 2,272 people watching live, and we have 500 likes, 25% likes. काही नाहीच पडलेलं ना तुम्हाला, दरवेळेला आठवण करून द्यायला लागते. एव्हरी सिंगल लाईव्ह स्ट्रीम हॅव टू रिमाइंड एव्हरीवन. Why? क्यों? Now 2,300 watching. Still the likes are just 615. असंच करा तुम्ही. असं नाही बरोबर आहे. मार्केट वरती जायला पाहिजे, असे लाईक्स पण वरती जायला पाहिजेत ना, राईट? इफ यू वॉन्ट द मार्केट्स टू बी बुलिश, द लाईक्स ऑल्सो हॅव टू बी बुलिश. Smash the like button is what even Bharat says, Vijay says, done. Kya baat hai. In the meantime, Hemanji says, namaskar. Rachana ji, namaskar. Advait says, we are focusing on your guidance. Advait, बरं ठीक आहे चला ओके. Now if you're focusing on my guidance, tell everyone to smash the like button. 970 likes as of now. 1100 should at least cross, huh? Because see, कैसे viewers है देखो अपने channel के. The moment I ask for likes, till then people are like चला पानी पीऊँ नहीं थोड़ा वेळ, and the number of viewers will drop by at least 50-60, and then they know that I'll start after 2-3 minutes and they'll come back again. ऐसे ही करो छी यार. Okay, Mahindra says 1000 likes. Yes, okay. 1041. Now we are about to hit 2400 concurrent viewers and still not even 50%. All right, all right. Vijay says, ma'am, are we ready for the third installment, madam? Okay, for those who have been following my live streams, I'm sure that you have checked out when did I talk about the first installment out of 5. We have also invested. I have invested basically. Those who felt that yes, their view and my view is matching, these guys also might have invested in their second installment at the level, right? Third installment, I still believe that I'm not going to invest right now at this level. Still, some things are yet to be uncovered, and just in case if market doesn't fall below the desired levels, I'm still okay. If you remember, I told that I hope that markets don't touch 14,500. That could be the lowest level, is what I can see. I hope I go wrong. And I was praying that I go wrong, right? And I'm glad that markets didn't touch 14,500. I guess 14,800 something was the lowest that we saw. But yes, 15,200 also acted as a very good support, and from then markets have gone up pretty well. I'm glad that we have. Murugesan is saying pyramiding. Murugesan, it means that you have seen my lecture. Very good. So in that I have talked about pyramiding concept, but still Murugesan, I believe that not yet for the pyramiding. I'm still waiting. I'll tell you the problem, Murugesan. I hope I'm pronouncing it properly. Right now we are waiting for the next set of results. Q1 results will now be announced, and it will start with the IT pack. TCS Infosys will be ready with their results, and I would want to see how our top blue chips are giving are giving their Q1 results, right? Everyone fears recession. Everyone is like, oh my god, what will happen? Would the company still be feeling the margin pressure or not? Everyone is going to have their eyes glued onto the results. Uh, I remember reading the Demat top line, whatever numbers they had put up, and Demat was so amazing, but that was just the top line base level numbers, right? Murugesan is saying you are pronouncing as Tamil. Friends, go ahead, please. Thank you. Where was I? Demat has given or has announced their top line numbers, and they are very much encouraging. It'll be interesting to see how TCS and also Infi come up with their results right now, Q1 especially. So I would just want to wait for that. If the results are not bad at all, I would be doing again one more video when majority of the results are out. How many of you saw my result on Nifty pass or fail? That was, I believe, one of I should not be saying that it was a good video. I should not be saying it myself only, but that was the first time I attempted this, that all 50 companies, what was the overall top line? What was the overall operating profit? What was the overall operating profit margin? What was the PBT? Everything I had discussed about in that video of Nifty pass or fail. Vijay says, yes, I've seen that. If you have not, everyone, please watch that video of Nifty pass or fail. You will get an overall feeling of how the Q4 results did perform, especially, you'll get a feeling of how the top line performed. Were there margin pressures or not? Everything you'll get to know by that video, right? A similar video I would want to do once the Q1 results are out, and based on that, I would take a final decision on my third installment. So I'm not going to do that right away. I'm going to wait, still wait and wait. Okay. Tejas says 50 Dema. Would that act as a resistance? To be honest, I did not check 50 Dema today. Let me just quickly pull that up. Moving average exponential. Okay, and let me take that as a 50 days average. So just give me a second. Okay. Oh, that's a very good suggestion. Let me just share my screen. Who was that? Who told this? Tejas Gaikwad. Very good, Tejas. Tejas has seen the 50 days exponential moving average, and if you see here right now, today it has seen a resistance at the same point, 16,151. So my point was 16,200, and coincidentally, the 50-day moving average is also coming at that point. That's why that is the whole point I was trying to make, right? I don't see it just zooming up right now. Maybe we may see some sort of consolidation here, and from that we can see how it goes up, right? Or how does it perform, all in all. All right. What about the who's that? UK political. ठीक है. चलते रहेगा यार. UK political. I don't think that is going to affect. I don't think that will have a big impact on our markets. Don't feel so. Um, US bond interest inversion should be watched closely. Yes, but uh, three times in the recent past it has happened that we did see a bond yield inversion. But that is what we have been expecting, right? We have been expecting the US economy not performing so well. They are going to focus more on inflation. They are going to focus more on increasing interest rates, and it will have an impact on the overall growth rate in the US economy, right? So that is the reason why it was ought to happen. And yes, that's what we might see in the coming few days as well, right? All right, I hope you all have understood. Ma'am, Asian or Berger, my personal, if you ask me my personal opinion, Asian Paints or Berger, anytime Asian. Finolex and Avanti. Finolex also not bad. Avanti above average. All right. US Ukraine war impact. US Ukraine सुंदर राजन ये कब हुआ? रशिया यूक्रेन म्हणायचंय का? Okay. Aditya says volatility in the range of 15,800 to 16,200. Correct, Aditya? That would be the range I would want to focus on, 15,800 to 16,200. So lower side I had said 15,750 to 15,900, somewhere around that, right? Oh yes, Bharat, very important. I had forgotten about that. Thank you, Bharat, for reminding. Stock of the month for the month of July. I'm going to announce immediately after this live stream. I'm going to put that as a community tab post. Okay, so stock of the month is going to be announced immediately after this live stream is over. Don't forget to check the community tab. Pro Investor members, it will show up on your CT. All right. I think I've taken some random questions as well. What I'm trying to do is that I don't want this live stream to be too long, because those who watch this live stream after our live stream is done, they're like, "I'm 50 minutes live stream, 60 minutes live stream. Itna time kahan hai hamare paas?" So they want to keep it short and sweet. So I would also want that I don't go beyond 30, 32 minutes, 35 minutes maximum. We are almost at 34 minutes. So I would be wrapping up today's stream. So whatever, I hope I was able to add some value about the Nifty key levels in today's live stream. Paytm, as I mentioned, I am going to do a video in maximum 1 or 2 weeks. I will be pinning some 2-3 important videos in today's live stream also. So I hope that will be helpful. Pranav says SGX Nifty already trading at 16,270. Kya baat hai? Okay, cool. Chalo, so with that, let's wind up. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Till then, take care. Jai Hind and bye-bye.